top 10 offline racing games for Android and iOS. But before we start, let's introduce our today's sponsor, Ailment. This is a pixel art action game which takes place on a spaceship in a far galaxy. The main character wakes up in a spaceship after being unconscious for 3 days, and all of his crew members became enemies. The last thing he remembers was returning from the other ship where he had a rescue mission, but everyone on that ship was already dead. So check out in the description below for more details. Now, without further ado, let's get into the video. Starting at number 10, we have Fruit Racing. All-Star Fruit Racing VR is an arcade racing game in which you have to manage various fun automotive means to try and get the finish line first, and at the same time to collect as many fruits, coins, bonuses, and other yummies as possible. In general, the gameplay is nothing original, but stunning graphics and virtual reality support will allow you to get a lot of emotions, and dynamic gameplay will add more tin. Fruit Racing VR is more of the most fun I've had in a VR racing game. Moving on to number 9, we have Tabletop Racing. In this game, you have more than 15 vehicles available to you, which you can unblock and improve as you win races. However, it won't be at all easy to win, as you not only have to pit yourself against your rivals and their weapons, but also against treacherous obstacle-filled scenes. There are 8 different tracks in total, where you can compete using one of the 6 different gaming modes and 4 tournaments that Tabletop Racing includes. In addition, you can participate in one of the more than 20 unique events in order to get a dose of high-speed fun. Coming in at number 8, we have Grand Street Racing Tour. You're waiting for dynamic and exciting drag races, high-speed drift right on the busy streets of the city, and races on time, which will test your driving abilities for strength. You'll be available a huge number of unique sports cars. Win races, earn money, and improve your supercar. Customize it with the best tuning parts, create a unique look thanks to vinyl, and upgrade the technical characteristics of your car to always be the first. Explore the streets of the metropolis, conquer the city tracks, and become the king of street racing. Next up at number 7, we have Clash for Speed. Clash for Speed is a Mario Kart-style racing game where you can try and be the first one to the finish line as you avoid traps, use weapons to get ahead of your opponents, and unlock new worlds. Before you begin, you have to choose between 2 game modes. In the first, you'll drive the car by tilting your smartphone, while in the second, you'll drive with 2 buttons on either side for steering and 1 in the center for braking. As you play, you can drive over parts of the path with arrows to get a brief turbo boost. Moving on to number 6, we have Breakneck. Fly at breakneck speed as you pursue your mission to get as far as you can. The world is now occupied by invaders, and they are hunting you. Scramble through unfamiliar terrain, dodging obstacles and evading capture and destruction. Retrace and optimize your route to improve your distance. Test your limits and your control, and earn rewards for the risks you take. Excellent graphics and pretty smooth controls. Of course, there are ads, but I think they're handled in a way that makes it okay. When you crash, you can choose to watch a video ad or pay a small amount of tokens that are thrown at you during gameplay. Moving on to number 5, we have Rally Fury. Get into a powerful sports car and take part in rally race on the tracks all over the world. Make a career of a professional racer in this dynamic racing game. Step on the gas to the maximum and apply nitro to gain maximum speed. Leave your rivals behind, but try not to turn your car over and not to crash it. Make turns in a skid, jump from trampolines, and perform other stunts. Buy cars, change their color, and upgrade them. Decent graphics, great camera and control pedal options, and one extra feature is this game supports the most popular gamepad controllers. Next up at number 4, we have Car X Drift Racing 2. Car X Drift Racing 2 is a high graphics game where your main objective isn't to cross the finish line before everyone else, but to get as many points as you can. And the only way to get points is by drifting like crazy. In the game settings, you can select from 3 different driving modes: a virtual steering wheel, tactile buttons, or your smartphone's accelerometer. With the latter, you steer by tilting your smartphone just like you would a steering wheel. You can also change the camera angle between several options, including both inside and outside the car. Coming in at number 3, we have Sport Racing. In this 3D racing game, Sport Racing, you can get behind the wheel of over 20 real cars from world-class racing teams like Peugeot, Toyota, BMW, Nissan, Honda, or Subaru, and new cars are added with every update. This game has 4 different control options to choose from on the options menu. They both use the accelerometer on your device and touchscreen controls. There are also 2 different camera views to choose from, third and first person. Overall, Sport Racing is an excellent racing game with some of the best visuals found on mobile. The combination of arcade dynamics and realistic physics perfectly complement each other. Next up at number 2, we have Rush Rally 3. After a huge hit of Rush Rally 2, developers have just released Rush Rally 3. The latest installment of Rush Rally has upgraded graphics, gameplay, and many new features, but still it's a premium game. This game has won recognition among fans of the genre thanks to the excellent graphics, detailed animation, realistic physical model, and impressive selection of real cars. And so before us, the third part, which as a whole kept the main lines but also received a number of improvements and updates, including a possibility of joint passing. And finally, at number 1, we have Grid Autosport. The game fits into the same genre as the likes of Real Racing 3, but there's a big difference here. Grid is a premium experience. There are no IAPs, no wait times, and no currencies. It is purely and simply a racing simulator. The touchscreen controls are nigh on perfect, and there's a huge variety of options. You can even go so far as customizing the controls to best suit the way you drive. There are numerous camera angles, and you can play around with the settings to create your own difficulty strata. Plus, the game looks stunning. Seriously, it's one of the best looking games I've played on mobile. So that's it, you guys. These were the top 10 offline racing games. Leave a like if you liked it and subscribe for more updates. Bye for now. I'll catch you guys in the next one.